Hi, Coach Shea, Commit Compete. In this video, we're going to talk about a subject that I am an absolute expert on, and that's dealing with screaming coaches. Okay, as a player, I've had to deal with coaches getting in my face. As a coach, I've had to get in kids' faces. And it's really, as a player, it never bothered me. Okay, I was always, pretty good with that. All right, because I always knew that if the coach is getting on you, if the coach is yelling at you, right, at least he knows who you are, right? At least he must care a little bit, right, if he's getting on you, okay? And as, in high school, when I became the all-star player, the best player on the team, it didn't get easier. It got harder. I was man, the coach was on me more and more and more. And that's for the simple reason because he needed me more. He needed me to play better. He needed me at a higher level. How's he going to get on that? He's going to push me. He's going to push me. He's going to push me. And to push me, sometimes he had to get in my face. And as a coach, I feel the same way. And I tell my players, my best players, I go, listen, I'm going to be on you, right? And I'm going to be on you. But know this, that I'm doing it because you're the best player. You have the most responsibility. We need you to be at your best. I remember my third year coaching. I had kind of a young kid, a sophomore guard. His name was Frank Hill. He has good skill, good player. We were playing high-level competition. We weren't quite ready to win. But he was my point guard. And I was like, Frank. It was always Frank. I was all over him. And he took it pretty well, and then one day I saw a negative reaction from him, a negative body language. And I said, Frank, what's the matter? He goes, you're always yelling at me. He goes, you're always on me. He goes, I can't do anything right. I said, Frank, you're the most important guy on the team. That's why I'm on you. And he looked at me and he went, I am? I'm like, yeah, bro. You're the most important guy on the team. That's why I'm on you more than anybody else. And once I told him that, he was like, oh, I just saw you didn't like me. Or I just thought no. So I learned as a coach that I had to communicate that better, right? I had to communicate that to my best players so that they understand that I appreciate their efforts and I appreciate their skill and I appreciate everything about them. But I'm trying to push them to heights they don't know they can get to. But once I told Frankie that, he was like, oh, I'm good with it. So when you have that attitude, right, if you're one of the best players and your coach is on your ass, that's why, right? If you're a rotation guy and the coach is on your ass, because he wants you to be better. He wants you to get more minutes. He wants you to help the team more. That's why he's getting on you. What you really want to be concerned about is when the coach isn't yelling at you anymore or he don't talk to you. That's when I'd be upset. Okay, so a screaming coach is at least a coach that still knows who you are. Okay, so when someone's screaming at you or yelling at you, listen, I don't come out every day wanting to yell. But sometimes when we're going to a practice and I ask nice a couple times, pick it up, and they don't pick it up, then I'm going to start getting on people's asses. I'm going to start screaming. I'm going to start getting on their ass. I don't know what else you want me to do. You don't want to do that every day. You want to just be screaming every day as a coach. But at the same time, you got to keep the heat on. Right? So as a player, deal with the screaming coach. Don't take it personal. Listen to the message, not how it's being delivered. Commit to compete, and I'll see you in the next video.